Fire. All right. Another Meet the Collaborators. We got Marlon Asher in the house.
Pleasure to
The
be,
man.
pleasure to be actually in the house.
I'm jealous of everyone that hasn't seen what he just did today. So this is a special Meet the Collaborators. We're in Huntington Beach, California at 17th Street Recording Studio. You can't see this, but there's plaques where Sublime and Dirty Heads have tracked here. You've worked here a couple times,
I've worked
right?
here a couple times, yeah.
Yeah, and we just tracked vocals on my next single that has Marlon handling the lead vocals. King Green, shout out to Green from Reggae Green. Donald Spangler from Ballyhoo on drums. J.R. Gregory, formerly of Ballyhoo on bass.
Yeah.
And it's been a production, man, and you were the icing on the cake.
Man, I must say it's a pleasure and thanks for having me on this track. When I first heard the track, I was like, I can do this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Something different for me, stepping out the box. So
Dude, that's so cool you said that.
It was a blessing, yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool you say that, man, because my whole approach with, because like I work with different artists on every single song, and every song are different genres and stuff. So like my whole approach is like I want to work with people who I know can kill it, but it's also a little outside of the box from what the artist normally does with their own projects.
Yeah.
So like I thought, like, you know, you're really good in the reggae stuff, but I thought this would be a little outside of what you normally do, but also not too uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like a good balance that like steps you out of your lane a little bit, and then
exactly. And you know, the opportunity to create always brings out, you know,
yeah,
best in someone. So it was nice being able to be on that kind of, you know, genre and making it happen. So
yeah. I mean, it just completed the circle of vibes on the song, because it goes from a party song to hip hop. There's a salsa, Latin influence, alternative rock, and also, you know, now with your vocals, it's just like a whole nother dimension.
Different,
yeah. Yeah, that's so cool, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, this has been like one of the coolest songs I've had. You know, the whole process of every song is different, just like with your albums.
Yeah,
I'm sure
definitely.
like every song is a journey, and this has been a journey for sure.
Exactly. That's why, you know, I like to visit the song in the booth and not take
Yeah. So for those watching, like Marlon, like this is the most different artist I've worked with, in the sense that you came in here and just like killed it on the spot in the booth. Like some artists I've worked with are more meticulous and prepared and want everything like perfected before they go in the studio, and in some cases I'm that way, to be honest. So like talk about that a little bit, like how your approach to recording.
Well, actually, it's good to write your songs down.
Sure.
You know, but sometimes you confuse your own mind while you're writing. You know, so I like to wait till I get to the booth. I don't listen to song too much, but when I get to the booth, my first vibes, my first feeling of the music is what I try to capture in the music. Because the music already tells you so much. You could write down a lot of things.
Sure.
But you would come to a recording and just be confused about the things you wrote down. And then probably you write down all this stuff and you come to the booth and you don't have the melody that you wrote them in.
Yeah.
So I like to build the music on the beat. So that's how I do my recording. I come to the recording, I put the music on, I sit down and listen to what it's telling me, and then I try to put a message into what it's telling me and put it out into the song.
That's so cool, and like pure. It's art at its purest form. Definitely. Because it doesn't have you don't let the opportunity of thoughts or anxieties or doubts creep in.
No, you can't, because you'll just be, you know, fighting against your own thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And everything you're thinking about will be appropriate, but it's you of yourself not really grasping the idea and saying, some people call it a music block.
Yeah.
You know, but it's really for you to stop and realize what you have, and then put that down before you try to put another idea into what you already think.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So like, so you heard the song originally when I sent it to you like a little while ago, and then you heard it again today before you tracked. So like, what, for the people out there watching, like what were the vibes that you were like pulling from as you were just like recording?
Well, the vibe that I was pulling from actually is I listened to what the first artist on the
Green, Red Gold Green, shout out.
I listened to what the artist is
Yeah.
talking about, and and then I have the topic. So I could either elaborate on what they're saying, or I can simplify what they're saying.
Okay.
So what I did today was made the chorus. I simplified, what I was hearing, which is, people talking about things we're doing, but they just keep talking, and
Yeah, yeah.
So it goes on like, just let them talk. So that's how I got the vibes, and
Yeah.
so it's like that.
That's so cool because I didn't hear that. So what you pull from certain lyrics are not what I pull from certain lyrics, and that's like the beauty of collaborating is because like I'm a guitarist first and foremost, and I had the music and I knew the vibe and stuff like that, and then I delegate the rest to people I trust or who I know could like take it to the next level and do things that I could never do on my own, which is what you did, and like that whole approach is like totally new, and I haven't seen any artists do that before, so that's like really cool.
Good, thanks. I appreciate that, man. Thanks.
Yeah, no doubt. So like the working title I was thinking as you were like tracking is like keep them talking.
Yeah, keep them talking.
Keep them talking.
Yeah, keep them talking. Well, everybody can relate to that,
Yeah, and if
people will talk.
If we've done our jobs right, we're gonna give a lot of people something to talk about with this
song.
song.
Definitely. You understand? That's the title of the song. Keep them talking.
Yeah, exactly,
Thanks,
man.
thanks.
Yeah, this has been so cool. So, what else you have going on this year?
Well, actually, I was just signed to a new booking agent.
Oh, cool.
Flow Life Entertainment.
Flow Life?
Yeah, so.
Oh, congrats.
I'll be, thanks. I'll be, starting to work with them from November. And I've got the Roots on 6-6 Festival this weekend. So
Tomorrow.
Yeah, so
I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, so a lot of things in the making. I'll be working on my new album, and I've just released my album. Rebirth. It's doing pretty well out there. No digital.
Say it again, Rebirth.
Rebirth, and it's
Marlon Asher, Rebirth. Check it out. I've been jamming it a lot lately. It's awesome, man.
I've been
listening
to it like I'm a fan of it lately.
Well, that's the thing, man. If you're not a fan of your own stuff, then how can you expect anyone else to?
Thanks, exactly. And I've been listening to the album like a fan. I'm actually working on my new album already.
Great.
So
keeping it going.
Keeping the music alive.
Yeah.
Give thanks.
That's sweet, man. Yeah, this whole day has just been freaking amazing.
Yeah, man. This one, it came together well,
So have you collaborated with like other artists in the past?
Yeah, I did some work with a lot of artists. I did work with like the Dirt Ball.
Oh, I know Dirtball. Yeah. Cottonmouth Kings.
Cottonmouth Kings, I did some work with Slightly Stupid recently. Fluid Foundation, So I've been doing some collabs. I did work with Anthony B. Back in Jamaica. I did
cool.
some work with King Dawood. So I've been doing some collabs, Pressure, Isaac King, to mention a few. Yeah.
But the next one is the best one.
This is a classic.
It's an instant classic, yeah. So it's funny, actually how I first got into you was through the Cottonmouth Kings. That song Pump Up the Bass.
Pump Up the Bass, huh?
Yeah, that's how I got into Marlon Asher, and then I started listening to your own catalog, and I was like, instant fan.
Yeah,
and now that we're working together, it's just like full circle, man. Like, cause that song came out like 4 years ago, in like 2015.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun working with the Cottonmouth Kings.
And I grew up on those on them.
They were a feisty group of guys. I must say, they know how to bring the fun on stage.
Yeah.
They got the energy.
Yeah, I used to go to their shows like in high school and in college. Just anytime they came through, I'd always go to a Cottonmouth King show because it was like you said, they bring the party.
Bring the party.
And then they came out with that album. What was it, Kingdom Come?
Yeah.
I think so, in 2015, and then you were on the song Pump Up the Bass.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember I had a little vacation I took a Vegas vacation in the summer of 2016 with like a reunion with old friends, and that song was like playing.
song, huh?
That song was playing nonstop the whole trip, man.
That was
And
good vibes, man.
yeah, and then I was like, well, this. And then I dug into your catalog, like I said, and now we're working together. So it's like a fucking
Pleasure, man. I appreciate it.
yeah. It's a blessing, man. How like music can go,
Full
in so
circle.
many circles. Yeah, full circle.
Full circle. Without apology.
Yeah. So how's the new? Oh,
Hey. Hey. Calm down.
we got some. It's not a proper studio if there aren't dogs barking. So
Alright.
what are you most excited about for the future? You got a new booking agent, new album, like what else?
Yeah, well,
Is that
actually-
the best?
Well, actually, I'm looking forward to doing more shows.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm quite comfortable meeting and greeting with the people. So.
Cool. Yeah, I can tell that,
more
obviously.
Show, yeah, the more show I
Yeah,
have,
more
the
people,
more
yeah,
people
bring
I
them
can
out.
meet and influencing
Yeah.
the right direction and put
Yeah.
them to my songs and make sure they can have something to listen to in any time, any mood.
Sure,
So
yeah,
I'm not
absolutely.
sure on the radio, yeah, it's going to be good.
So like you're from Trinidad and then you tour across the country too. So like what's like how do you like what's it like touring in so many different cultures? Because like America has like the West Coast and East Coast are way different
Yeah,
vibes.
yeah.
In the middle of America and then Trinidad and in the islands like so what's it like doing your thing in front of so many different types of people?
Well, the thing about it is, people, give off an energy, and when you're on a stage, you work with the energy that
Yeah.
people give. And I must say, people love some reggae music
Yeah.
all over the world.
That's awesome, yeah.
So the
It
energy,
doesn't matter where it is.
Yeah, the energy is always right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
People love some reggae music, so I would always be able to interact with the people and they interact with me and we feed off each other
Yeah.
and the vibes just grow into a great performance.
That's so cool, man, because I feel like today in society there's so much divisiveness and I think a lot of it's made up.
Definitely.
Like I think like a lot of it's like hype and media filters that try to divide people or think certain people from certain areas believe certain things, but really that's not the case.
Yeah.
And I think reggae music and music in general is the equalizer.
Come out and meet me music.
Yeah.
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 That's the music. Come meet me music.
Like it could
That's
be
reggae
be
music.
Ohio, North Dakota, California, New York. Like if you're out to go see a reggae show and have a good time,
Yeah.
like who cares what politics you're into or
It
what you do
doesn't
for a
have
living or
any-
what.
It doesn't have any segregation.
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
Like that. It's just people that love the music.
All walks
coming
of
to
life.
have a good- yeah, definitely.
And that's what's like another thing I'm actually really proud of on this song is like the collaborators and people I've worked with across now international borders.
Yeah.
So I'm from Ohio. I live in Baltimore, Maryland. I wrote and created the song. I produced it, the first demo in Brooklyn with a buddy of mine in Brooklyn, and then I got Green, who's from Nigeria and lives in DC from Reggae Green,
Yeah.
and I got you on the track, and just like a lot of cultures coming together to make one vibe, and I just think like that signals something greater.
Yeah, and that's the vibe that that the world really needs to go around, because each one teach one, iron sharpen iron. So everybody who can help someone, everybody who can afford to, share love to someone, share that love, and make the world a better place as we.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we try to do it through the music.
Yeah, I mean,
gel the people through the music.
Honestly, man, I think that's the most effective way.
Yeah.
Like I always cringe when like schools get their art or music programs cut and stuff like that because people think it's just
that's
like
the saddest part of being a musician and being around music. You see a band and you think, oh my god, this band is doing so great, and then for some reason the band split up and the music just isn't there for the rest of the guys because the heart, or probably I don't know, I always like to say the heart of the music went away when they split.
Yeah.
So they try to make the comeback, but the music is not there for them because they're not putting their heart into it.
Yeah, and people can
they're
tell that.
always expecting for the band to break up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it so much time, but what I would say is that the love music can never fade away, you know.
Never.
It would always be like, you know, something that is choking. I gotta go back and play my guitar.
Yeah.
I gotta go. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah.
I mean,
So,
I quit my corporate job like in 2012 to join my band, my former band, and we toured the country, and then, we went through different phases, and I left the band. I've been doing this new solo venture, but it's just like, no matter how much older I get, my passion for music only gets larger.
yeah.
And you have to feed that. I feel like
Yeah.
if you've been blessed with a passion or something that is like intrinsic to your soul and your happiness.
And then you can't do anything else but
Yeah.
that make that music.
Yeah, and if you neglect that, then that's how
then
people.
you're sad.
Yeah, a lot of people do. But if you neglect that passion, that need to fulfill it, then that's how people get depressed and start making bad decisions.
The world is not a good place if there wasn't music.
I agree. I mean, it's like the universal language.
Yeah, it's so much stress in the life that we live, you know. So people need something that could bring them
back.
You know.
Yeah.
And music does that. At least for me, I can speak for myself. I listen music in a lot of time, you know.
So how does it feel to know that like your music has helped people through tough times, or to know that like you have directly impacted people's well-being? Like, is that something you think about very often?
Well, there is music in this world that helped me through tough times.
Same.
So
absolutely.
when I make music, it's always down that line.
So it's like continuing the story.
It's always going that way because I know what music did for me and I know what it could do for someone else.
Yeah.
So I don't want to put the vibes onto someone else that would make a negative thought.
Yeah.
See, so I always try to put out the positive thought, so to prevail over whatever you're going through.
Being sad and like negative is like the easiest thing ever.
Yeah,
it's like
it's so easy to be that way, and
because there's a lot of reason to like shit.
Yeah.
It's it's tough. Life's tough. But like that's something I've always gravitated to as well, is like the bands that like can keep it real.
Yeah.
And it, and like make you want to, like you said, prevail.
Yeah. Hats off to the bands that
so who
stuck together over the years and keep making their music.
Yeah. So who are those bands like for you, or artists?
Well, for me, there are a lot of bands that over the years I see them just striving, and becoming better. Like I see Slightly Stupid.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I see Fortunate Youth. They keep getting better and better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I looked into Trinidad's, music system. I can see where Nyla Blackman has a band and they're going on, and I can see where Costa band is becoming greater, and I can see it in the reggae fraternity as far as Sizzla's band.
Yeah, Sizzla, nice.
I could see, Barris Hammond and his band, I could see them always, becoming better and better and putting on better and better shows. So for me now, I always thinking that I will have a band putting on a theatrical show.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, if you ever need a guitarist,
well, definitely. Well, I should let you know I will be screening for musicians for my band pretty soon.
Okay, well, I was just saying that jokingly, but I'm actually,
No, it's actually a thing.
Well, stay tuned. Maybe there's more collaborations down the road.
Bless
But
him, man.
either way, man, it's been so great working with you and just creating art, man. Like, like this stuff never gets old, man. Like this is.
And give thanks for the opportunity to make that music.
Just like everyone has experienced loss in their life, loss of family members, loved ones, stuff like that. And I feel like music has been always my thing that brings me back. And
for me,
to be,
not cutting you, but for me, losing loved ones has always been another way to produce a song.
Yeah, absolutely. And
the emotion that comes out of it, it's deeper than what you can think of.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people are deeply hurt when their loved ones pass, and they cannot even explain the level of grief that they're going through.
But the music can.
Yeah, but the music can relate. They can relate to the music, and the music can heal. And
Yeah.
yeah, so it's a blessing to be on the side of the music.
Yeah.
Giving, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a blessing. All right, so we're here at 17th Street Recording Studio, Huntington Beach area, California. Marlon Asher, Wes Anderson. I mean, what a day! This has just been one for the books. I can't wait for everyone. By the time you see this video, the
Stay
song,
tuned for the song.
yeah. By the time you see this, the song is gonna be out, and I'm
Definitely.
excited for people to hear it. And it's been nothing short of an honor to work with you, man.
That's
And,
very nice, and
We'll be
guys-
seeing you tomorrow at the Route 66 Festival. So where can people check out Marlon Asher? You got a website?
Well, yeah, you can check me out at Mr. Marlon Asher on Instagram. I am always ganja farmer, glass and apparel. You can check out a lot of things going on with Mr. Marlon Asher.
Mr. Marlon Asher, everybody. Bring the healing, the positive vibes. Wes Anderson. Oh my God, I can't wait for people to see this. This has been another edition of Meet the Collaborators. Subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. Peace.
Peace.